Hello, welcome to this meditation. We will be beginning immediately, so if you need some time to make yourself comfortable, feel free to give this a pause. We'll be going for 20 minutes, and I'll let you know when the 20 minutes are up. Are you joining? Okay, if we're ready. Just going to start by taking in some breaths through the nose, and just on the exhale, feeling any tension just start to ease up a little bit. And just getting deeper and deeper with these breaths. Returning our focus to this moment, to this present. Starting to feel the breath coming in and going out. Any distractions, mental imagery, thoughts. Just gently inviting them to relax and returning to the breath. What that means sensationally, practically, is what I'm doing is whenever a thought pops up that I immediately am distracted by, just trying to slow down a little bit and just watch the thought, and then just in watching this thought, it kind of puts a bit of distance there. And then just creating another thought that says relax, or imagining and bringing in a sensation of releasing tension. Sometimes just watching it is enough to make it relax, to let it release, and then returning to the breath. And what I mean practically by returning to the breath is just feeling the sensations of the air coming in and the air going out. Not necessarily in the nose or the mouth where the air actually comes, but also in the belly, the expansion, contraction, the shoulders, slight rising and falling, nostrils, slight expansion, slight dilation, slight contraction, constriction. Remembering year 9 biology. Just focusing on the sensations of the breath in this way, bringing them into our attention. Sometimes when a thought arises and I go through this process, immediately there's a feeling of fear, a feeling of loss. If you do this, you'll lose something. But this is also a sensation, distraction. So taking a step back when this happens and performing the same process of inviting to rest with this feeling as well. And back to the breath. Allowing parts of the body that are holding on to any tension to release it. The eyebrows, the forehead, releasing the frown, the shoulders, releasing any tension, allowing them to drop. The gaze, the eyes, releasing any tension, allowing the gaze to soften. Just bringing the gaze into the attention as well as the breath. Not looking at anything in particular, but just gazing straight forward, wherever the eyes are pointed. Inviting the breath to slow down. Feeling every sensation with a bit of distance. The smells in the room, the sounds outside, pressure of my hands on my legs. All of these sensations, including but not limited to the mind, memories, thoughts, emotions. Seeing everything here with a bit of distance. Continuing to sit with the gaze, with the breath. And any sensations that arise, just observing, feeling the distance, inviting to rest. What happens if I invite the sensations of the breath to rest? Rest doesn't necessarily mean doing nothing. It's just an attribute of steadiness, of slowness, of attentiveness. Compulsion cannot exist within rest, because doing things compulsively isn't the most restful way to do them. So inviting the breath to rest just means not using more energy than we need to. And removing all the things we pile on top. The same with the mind, the same with the body. Just inviting all the things we've piled on top to release, float away in the wind. That doesn't mean making us naked and without protection. It means allowing what's inside to shine through. Any fears, anxieties, worries about what to do, what's going on afterwards, the rest of the day, just treating them in the same way, just watching the sensations, the things that tell us we have these worries, and even just watching just allows the tension to ease up a little bit, put some distance in place, and then just inviting them to release. And returning to the breath. rest. Strangely, when nothing's going on, everything seems to go much slower for me. Which means I guess you can take more in because you have much more time. Happy coincidence. If we're miserable, that means more time to suffer though. But that's not a worry we should hold, because to suffer we'd have to be identified with what was causing the suffering. But what we're doing in this practice is putting some distance in place and returning that suffering to rest, that tension to rest. So don't worry about that if you are. It's okay. Really just sitting with this feeling of rest wherever I like. Somewhere inside my body, with the breath, with the gaze. Found some tension in my neck, so I'm just inviting it to rest as well. Feeling grateful for this rest. All the times it's been hard, and yet this was always here. Okay, we're just coming up to 20 minutes now. Feel free to remain in this place as long as you feel you need to. A different form of intelligence will let you know when it's time to get up. So don't worry about, oh well, I'll just freeze and stay here forever. It's not really a realistic worry. Well, thank you for joining me this morning. I'll be back again this evening. I hope you had a good time.